Hi, it's Camille here, and this is week 11, day 4 of the Bible in a Year series. I'll be reading from Joshua 16 to 18. I'm diving into the Christian Jewish Bible, and today I'm excited to read about the tribes of Ephraim, Manasseh, and Benjamin claiming their inheritance in Canaan. Let's explore God's faithfulness and promises together. How does His reliability inspire trust and obedience in our lives? Let's go. Joshua 16. The border of the territory chosen by Lot for the descendants of Joseph began from the Jordan of Jericho at the spring of Jericho in the east, went up from Jericho through the hills and desert to Biayl, went out from Biayl to Luz, passed onto the border with the Arki to Ataroth, went down westward to the border with the Yafleti, to the border of Lower Beet Horon, onto Gezer, and ending at the sea. So the descendants of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took the inheritance. The border of the descendants of Ephraim, according to their families, was as follows. The eastern border of their inheritance began at Atoroth Adar and went to Upper Beit Horon. Then the border extended westward with Mikhintat on the north. Next, the border turned eastward to Tahanat Shiloh and passed by it to the east of Yanosha. Then it went down from Yanosha to Ataroth, went to Nahara, extended to Jericho, and ended at the Jordan. From Tapuash, the border went westward to Vadikana and ended at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the descendants of Ephraim according to their families, together with the cities set aside for the descendants of Ephraim inside the territory to be inherited by the descendants of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. They did not drive out the Canaani living in Gezer, so the Canaani lived together with Ephraim to this day, having become slaves to do the heavy work. Joshua 17. This was the territory chosen by Lot for the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. As for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, the father of Gilad, because he was a warrior, he got Gilad and Bashan. So the lot was drawn for the other descendants of Manasseh according to their families. For the descendants of Aviezer, Helek, Ashriel, Shechem, Hefer, and Shmida, these were the male descendants of Manasseh according to their families. But Zophloth, Shad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilad, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons, only daughters. These are the names of his daughters: Machlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They approached Eleazar, the Kohen, Yeshua, the son of Nun, and the leaders said, Adonai ordered Moshe to give us an inheritance together with our kinsmen. Therefore, in keeping with Adonai's order, he gave them an inheritance together with the kinsmen of their father. Thus, 10 parts fell to Manasseh, in addition to the land of Gilad and Bashan, beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh had an inheritance along with his descendants, but the land of Gilad belonged to the rest of the descendants of Manasseh. The border of Manasseh began at Asher, and went to Mikta, which is across from Shechem. Next, the border went along to the right to the people of In Tappuash. The land of Tappuash belonged to Manasseh, but Tappuash and the border of Manasseh belonged to the descendants of Ephraim. The border descended to Wadi Kana, south of the Wadi, by cities which belonged to Ephraim, among the cities of Manasseh, while the border with Manasseh was on the north side of the Wadi, and it ended at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, northward it was Manasseh, and the sea was its border, while to the north they extended to Asher, and on the east to Issachar. In Asher and Issachar, Manasseh had Beth-shan and its villages, Yivleham and its villages, and the inhabitants of Dor and its villages, of Endor and its villages, of Tanakh and its villages, and of Megiddo and its villages, 3 districts in all. But the descendants of Manasseh could not drive out the inhabitants of those cities. The Canaanites wanted to stay in that land. After the people of Israel had become strong, they made the Canaanites do heavy labor, but didn't completely drive them out. Then the descendants of Joseph spoke to Joshua, and they said, "Why have you given me only one lot and only one portion to inherit? After all, I'm a great people, since Adonai has blessed me so." Joshua answered them, "If you are a great people, go up to the forest and clear land for yourself there in the territory of the Perizzim and Rephaim. Since the hills of Ephraim don't give you enough space," the descendants of Joseph replied, "the hills won't be enough for us, and all the Canaanites living in the valleys have iron chariots, both those in Beth-shan and its villages, and those in Israel Valley." Then Yeshua said to the house of Joseph, to both Ephraim and Manasseh, "You are a great people, and with much power. You will not have only one lot, but the hills too will be yours. Although it is a forest, you will clear it, and the resulting open land will be yours. You will drive out the Canaanites, even though they have iron chariots and are strong." Joshua 18. The entire community of the people of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there, after the land had been subdued before them. There still remained among the people of Israel 7 tribes that had not yet received their inheritance. Yeshua said to the people of Israel, "How long will you delay in going to take possession of the land which Adonai, the God of your ancestors, has given you? Appoint 3 men for each tribe. I will commission them, and they are to set out, go through the land, and describe it according to their inheritance. Then they are to come back to me. They are to divide it into 7 portions, with Yehuda remaining in its territory to the south, and the house of Joseph in its territory to the north. You will describe 7 portions of land, and bring the descriptions here to me. Then I will cast lots for you here before Adonai our God. But the living have no share with you, because the office of Kohen to Adonai is their inheritance. And Gad and Reuben and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan to the east, which Moshe the servant of Adonai gave them. So the men got up and went. Yeshua gave them this commission as they left to describe the land. "Go, walk through the land and describe it. Then come back to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Adonai in Shiloh. The men went and passed through the land, surveying it by cities, dividing it into 7 regions, and writing the results on the scroll. Then they came to Joshua in the camp of Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Adonai, and there Joshua divided the land among the people of Israel according to their regions. The lot for the tribe of the descendants of Benjamin came up according to their families. The border of their territory chosen by Lot was between the descendants of Judah and descendants of Joseph. On the north side, their border began at the Jordan, went up alongside Jericho on the north, continued up through the hills westward, and arrived at the Bet-Aven desert. From there, the border passed on to Luz, the south side of Luz, that is Bethel. Then the border went down to Atrot Adar by the hill on the south side of Lower Beit Horon. The border was delineated as turning at the western corner and heading southward from the hill located in Beit Horon on the south, and it ended at Kiryat Baal, that is Kiryat Yarim, a city belonging to the descendants of Judah. This was the west side. On the south, the border extended westward from the most distant part of Kiryat Yarim, going out to the source of Nephtoah spring. Then the border went down to the farthest part of the hill, located in the front of Ben Hinnom Valley, north of the Rephaim Valley, south of Vusi, and continue down to En Rogel, where it was drawn to the north. Then it went on to En Shemesh, continued to Gilat, which is across from Mahali Adumim, went down to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben, passed alongside the Arava, heading north, and went down to Arava. Then the border alongside the Beit Oglal, heading north, and the border ended at the north bay of the Dead Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the south border. The Jordan was to be its border on the east side. This was the inheritance of the descendants of Benjamin, defined by its surrounding borders according to their families. The cities of the tribe of the descendants of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, Beit Hoglal, Emek Tziz, Beit Aravav, Tizmarim, Beit-El, Avim, Para, Ophrah, Kirphar, Hammona, Ophni, and Giva, 12 cities, together with their villages: Givon, Ramah, Beerot, Mizpeh, Kifra, Modzah, Rechem, Yerpel, Terala, Tzela, Eleph, Busi, that's its Yerushalayim, Givat, and Kirat, 14 cities together with its villages. This is the inheritance of the descendants of Benjamin according to their families.